know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me.
Hey gang, so I'm trying out a new style for this video. It's kind of left field from what I usually do. So if you get a little bit cringe, I'm sorry. While I was at home debating on even though I have the YouTuber rank, I am both rich and poor, I pondered to myself, I remember back in the day when servers used to do a lot of these events, right? I mean, these events were pretty much fun and took away from basically the entire server's sole purpose. But in the end, it was actually a pretty memorable experience for me. But then I was like, why isn't there any server events like here in Bryxel? I mean, I'm itching for some quick fun mixed with some very stressful environments. I can say for sure that these events that I've done previously have been pretty fun. I mean, on the left with PH Frontiers, the events that I usually remember were the Clan Wars, which were really chaotic. I also did a boat race where I actually won a place on there. And then I remember this dungeon race thing, but I don't know, it was kind of a blur, and I think we kind of flopped in that, but Glyph's team won, which is the footage you're seeing right now, so shout out to Glyph, thank you for the footage. But yeah, and on the other side, I remember with Bayanihan, another server I've been a part of, there was this ragey parkour race, but I don't have any footage because I remember I have footage, but then I deleted it out of pure agony and that I didn't want to watch it ever again. So there you go. During the downtime in the server, I usually frequent the Discord voice chats where I talk with a bunch of my friends that I have met in different servers, and we basically become one big group that we always game with. So I'll shout out a bunch of them: Phantasm, Christy, Leoj, Taiki, LA, Thunderblup, Kazuki, Clarky, and a whole bunch of them, if I may have forgotten any one of them. But so yeah, we've just been chatting mostly there, gaming, until I saw this post from the events tab of the Discord. This is from one of the owners, Frost. Maze Run event. Hello fellas, I am excited to announce that we'll be having a Maze Run event on our server. Join us for an evening of fun and challenge. Don't miss out on the chance to prove your maze running skills and win amazing prizes. And there's the event details over there. Also, we have another set of information. There are a bunch of maze levels. Number 1, glass maze, navigate through transparent walls. Number 2, subterranean prison, escape from the prison. Number 3, mangrove, find your way through the dense mangrove forest. Number 4, mossy, explore the overgrown moss-covered maze. Number 5, lava maze, brave the fiery maze, the lava maze. And of course, there's a bunch of prizes for the first place. 7 event keys, 15 seasonal keys, and 20,000 money. Second place, 5 event keys, 10 seasonal keys, and 10,000 money. And for the third place, we have 3 event keys, 5 seasonal keys, and 5,000 money. These are very, very good prizes, which is why I wanted to win these prizes. But as I've noticed, most of my friends and the people in the server are a bunch of tryhards. I mean, respectfully, of course. At this point in time, with the warning saying you need fire resistance potions, I was actually rummaging through my stuff at my base, if you can call it a base, and trying to see if I am actually that poor enough to not afford fire resistance potions. Like, my plan was to actually just use totems and gapples and stuff, when then the announcement said that they couldn't do it at the set date, and they had to move it to the following day. Which is fine, because on this date, I was actually watching a movie with my family, which is Godzilla vs. Kong, the recent one, and like I said, it's actually pretty good. Of course, I can't show any footage here if I want to avoid getting DMCA'd into outer space, but pretty good. 10 out of 10, must recommend. So yeah, and I just waited for another day because I had really nothing to do because scheduling and stuff. And actually, I was a little bit late because, I'm a person and a person needs to eat food. I value food first for Minecraft, but I try to touch grass, I jog every once in a while. I mean, that's actually a lie. I jog every other day. But yeah, here is the footage of everything that happened during the event. I'll try to go for a play-by-play of it and, basically my thoughts onto what I have done in this event. So, without further ado, here is this event, basically. This is VAR, so I'm gonna bound to yap for a couple of minutes, so bear with. See, this is of course the maze run event. Potions are allowed, so yada yada yada. Let's get into it. And the start of it, my brain cells is already confused. Like I tried to use like third person mode to try and scope out the area, but it just made things harder for me. And it's so evil to use glass because I remember in mazes you can pretty much cheese the entire maze by just doing the simple strategy, which I'm going to be doing in a bit, where I just basically stay on one side, but I don't do it now. I just basically try to find this area, which is of course the diamond block. Well, the diamond block signifies that that is the place to go up. As you can see, there's a ladder and a chest that just is a chest. So I'm getting blocked. I won't say the word, but I'm getting blocked by these glasses because I thought it was the exit, but then again it's not. And then now I'm getting confused. I'm like, how are you supposed to go there? I just go left and right, trying to go through the corners, doing this painful strategy that I have done with basically every other maze event ever. But I just keep on going, keep on shucking, the sunset's happening. And keep in mind, I was running on nothing this entire round. I mean, I just ate food, but it's like pretty late in the evening, which is why I didn't record any like voice. I thought I had it here, but then it was blocked, and I was like, wait, what the heck? How am I gonna how am I gonna go there? So I tried breaking the glass, but of course it's unbreakable. No, it's stupid. So I'm just trying to look up. I can see there's other people there, and I thought I found it, but of course it's not the same place. Now I'm very much confused at this point. My two brain cells are really, really trying their hardest to literally do this maze. And keep in mind, this is the first part of level 1. First part. This is basically the easiest one, and I'm having difficulty in trying to complete it. I don't know it myself. I'm usually the smart one, but with mazes, it's a different story. And now everyone's just leaving because people have responsibilities to do, as I've seen in the chats. So I'm just going around and round in circles, and then I thought it was I found this one, and then it's not. And people are getting stuck now. And then I found it. Stroke of luck, I guess. So I get up, and it's practically the same thing, which is more harder because now you're just standing on pure glass, and you can't really see the glowstone underneath as bases. A lot of people upstairs, so I'm just trying desperately to go around and try to get worked up, trying to see. I mean, there's the exit over there, so I was trying to go around, and then I found it here. Not really that difficult to the first one. And yeah, I was pretty surprised by myself. And now we're in the 3rd level, and now I'm going to be asking, is there any winners yet, to the owner? And there wasn't any winners yet because no one has passed the 1st level, as the owner is about to check. Everyone's on stage 1. So that was good news for me. So yeah, gotta go a little bit of friendly banter with the owner. And yeah, just going around in circles again and trying to do that same old strategy. There wasn't really a strategy here, and I found, of course, a bunch of people stuck in the same level as me. I think, I don't recall how this was. Keep in mind, this was just, I don't know, 2 days ago, I think? I don't know, I don't really keep track. I think that's Leoch? I'm not sure. But anyway, I just keep on going. I found this place where you could go at the pretty edge of the area, so I suppose that this was the end of it, and basically how you go to the next level. And of course, I'm just going, and I was right. There was it, the next part. And if you think the last 3 levels were hard, now you're in a goddamn kaleidoscope. And if you don't know what a kaleidoscope is, well, it'll certainly destroy your last 2 remaining brain cells. You are just hitting your head in all of these, and these are not even shaped like a maze. It's literally circles and circles. Priestley is literally getting tired, and actually it's Phantasm. Whoops, my bad. But there's Phantasm over there, there's Red over there, and I'm just trying to get his attention. There we go. The sign of friendship of just crouching multiple times. And yeah, it's hard. And here is my reaction to the entire thing.
Oh, you made it?
It was at the start! Or maybe someone opened it, I don't know. So now, I am now here in the next part. This is level 2. Level 2, by the way. Level 2. So I'm just going in this maze. It is a moss prison, I think what was it called. And I'm just going ahead and just trying to desperately, like, go around this. Because I know this is going to be much harder. There's a lot of... It's basically a normal maze, but you don't know where is the end. I mean, that's pretty much what's the good thing about the first part, is you see the diamond block. That signifies the end, and it's a bunch of lava. So, yeah, get burned a lot. Shit happens anyway. So, everyone... And here's the thing. People are trying to teleport to me because I think I was one of the first people to get to this level, I think. I'm not sure, but, you know, that's eventually gonna bite me in the butt anyway. So, and then here comes this, basically this thing, and I got scared, so I had to whip out an ender pearl, but I don't know why I was scared of this when in fact you just go to the edges that I realized later on. But yeah, I just had to just sprint on, and I got scared. Saw this opening, I was like, OMG, this might be it. And it's just a bunch of lava parkour. And so now, the trading from when I go into the Hive servers and do a bunch of Death Run and Parkour Warriors is, I mean, it's paying off, I guess. Like, I'm doing well. I'm parkouring left to right, up and down, going through different of these blocks. I mean, it's just 2-block parkours. I couldn't mess this up, right? I mean, it's just 2-block parkours. Like, come on, bro. You got this. And now I'm into a bunch of doors. This was the door maze, one of the door mazes in that prison. And I'm just going in and out of these different doors, trying to see. And I think at one point I get stuck here. I think this is it. I don't know if this was it, but I got stuck. And I thought this was the entire thing. So I jumped here. There you go. And then I was like, oh, well, what am I supposed to do? Go here now. And then I eventually get stuck. I was like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. So I tried to maybe check this Ender Pearl. I don't know if I try. I also tried to open these chests because I thought there was something in it, but it was just locked. Just purely for decoration, I suppose. So I was like, might be it. Like, this might be the area that I have to go through. So I get stuck again in these doors, you know. I get locked, but you gotta do a bit of a jump, get into it. And I just try to circle around and go around a bunch of the different doors. And you just basically get stuck. And then stuck, you enter this cobweb and you find this door. And I was like, oh, I think I found it. Is this the end? I thought this was the end, but I'm stupid because this is only level 2 of level 5. So I was like freaking out at this point. I'm like, oh my gosh, I won the event. This is it. Like, I really messaged the owner that, is this the end? Yeah. And of course, I was like checking and like, oh, I've done it. The prize is mine. I came in first place. And the owner, Frost, teleports. And it was like, what is this? What is this? I forgot about this. He's like very confused, flying. And he's like, no. I asked if it was no. It was not the owner. And then he says no. And then, so I was like, oh, okay. So we're just trying to find my way out of here. And yeah, it's gonna take a wee bit long. So I was like opening doors left and right, opening doors, trying to get out of here. A bunch of cobwebs in the area. I was just like going on. And then Phantasm with the before I find that it'll be my end. So I was just like exiting over here, trying to see if there was any exit that I didn't see, because it might be here, you know. Maybe I'm just blind or something. So I was just yep, get torch as well. Then learn my lesson, and I get teleported out by the owner. and breaks the door and blocks it. So that's definitely not the place to go. So of course I bust out laughing and continue on. So I found this opening in the wall and I actually found the next part, which is level 3, the moss or jungle area as you could call it. And I know for certain this would be more difficult because everything looks the same. So I just keep on going left and right and just going to different entrances. And here we realize that there was now the first place, which is Priestley. I think Priestley was the one that won. He is number 1 in the first place. Second and third, so I was like, there is still a chance for me to win. And everyone is pretty much complaining that their head is hurting at this point. So now I was just like trying to do my best, but then they announced that Thunderbluff won second and third place goes to another player. I think it was someone that's not in our friend group. But yeah, those were the 3 people that won. 2 of them were on my friends, so that's actually pretty cool. But everyone is just basically saying that they need to lie down for a bit, and I'm still in this level. I was like, how? I thought I was actually in the lead for a bit, and the jokes are just coming on, basically saying how they left their brain cells in the first level, and that, yeah, I'm a little bit confused anyway. I'm still trying to complete it, and I get back to the first area. So now I was like, well, is this it? Like, God, like, I really thought I was in the lead. Like, and then of course, as compensation, they gave us event keys because, you know, you did your best, you know, you got an event key. You tried breaking in and stuff, but that's really how it is. And that's where my run in this event goes. Now I'm just trying to claim some rewards basically, so I got another star from the rewards basically. This is the Goose rewards. That was from the daily, that was actually pretty cool. Opening this one, and I get 2,500, which is very good, so that's a bit more until my goal of Citizen in the Bryxel ranks. And now we are now going to be doing a bunch of voting for here, so yeah, voting for the server. And then I got all my keys now. I got a bunch of vote keys, and I got newbie keys as well, and 1 event key. So now I'll be going on and doing this big old draw. And a lot of people are actually here because they're claiming their things. And I do this thing where I shout or like hum to myself, Taiki luck, and open like crates because he has a very good luck. So the first thing I get is a chicken spawn egg. Okay, so every time I crouch is basically what I'm saying. So just imagine that. The second one is I got another chicken spawn egg. So doing the chant again. And there's just a lot of people really, like everyone is just saying, and people are like saying, oh, server pick. Leon says server pick. So, you know, we're just trying to get some picks, you know, going for some promotion materials, and all the gang are here. Basically, you know, it was a very fun event where a lot of people really came together and a lot of people had somewhat fun, even though it was a little bit disorienting, but I feel like it was pretty fun nonetheless. So we're just gonna take a bunch of pictures and I'll be back when we are now doing our draws. There was actually also a fun moment where we just all rode a bunch of our heads and basically tried to fly away. So, you know, we're just trying to go and ride. And yeah, I was like saying, oh, I gotta get a piece of that action. Leon is flying with his you know, the Aether voucher, and then Sandfrost with his creative, and it was just fun. We were basically just flying around and touring the entire area as a bunch of us just stacked on one against the other, and the Phantasm is joking about falling into the void. So it was pretty fun, you know. We're basically, I don't even know if it's flying. I think he's just running in the ground. We're just a bunch of big old heads just running around. It was a pretty fun time, basically. Now back to losing everything and trying to get lucky. So next one, I get a totem of undying from the vote crate or vote arc as they call it. So I'm just trying to do my chant again. And I get another chicken spawn egg. With this much chickens, I should open up a chicken business. There's a bunch of the prizes for the event arc. Pretty good stuff. Go chanting the phrase again and again. Taiki luck. I'm summoning it, summoning the Taiki luck, and I get another Nether Star. So yeah, my luck with the event is basically the same luck as the daily one. So now we have a bunch of keys for the newbie arc. This one is actually pretty good price pool. So again, chanting the phrase once again, and I get a feed orb. And here's the problem with this arc: there's just a bunch of orbs. That's basically it. It's very rare to get stuff here. I get a keep inventory orb here, the one last key for the boys, Taiki luck, and I get another orb. I basically, yeah, I'm an orb merchant basically. So I didn't really get a lot of luck. Thank you for that, but it was pretty fun. I mean, 2 Nether Stars isn't that bad, so yeah, that's how it is. Overall, the event was pretty fun, not gonna lie. I really miss these kinds of events, and I hope that the owners of Bryxel Realm do more of it. So I would give this rating an 8 out of 10. Would have given it a 9, but you know, if it wasn't really disorienting at the end, but you know, it was their first try at an attempt a first try at an event, and they did pretty well. So good job to everyone that was involved in that. So can't wait for more events in the future. You think it's over, huh? And now that all the casual watchers are gone, let me put you in a little secret that I found. Basically, thanks for making it this far and for actually watching the entire thing through. So, here it is.
So you might be wondering to yourself, where am I? And I kinda, I'm just not gonna admit to anything so that I won't get in trouble. But yeah, I found some cool shit. Arcane Arsenal, Arcane Armor, enchants to come. I wasn't sure what they are, but people might know what they are. More content. Dungeons are possibly coming as well. I guess I'm the leaker now of the server. New content to come. Man, this bar or this tavern was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna show what these are for fear of getting gassed, but I saw what it is, and it's cool. It's very cool. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna be here enjoying my beer or whatever, and just enjoy my time, literally just chilling about.
My kegs are here. Gonna grab a few drinks. So I will see you all real soon. Take care, guys.